Welcome back to the North Florida Wrestling Show. I'm your host, Jordan Cohn. Today, we are talking with one of the area queens of the South champions. Today, that is Queen Madison Carroll of Gulf Breeze. She was the 100-pound champion at the biggest all-girls tournament in the South, Queen of the South and Enterprise. But first, today's sponsor is Pat Lugo and the Miami Hawks. Make sure you follow Pat Lugo's journey as he competes at Real American Freestyle 5 down in Miami and starts his journey toward that featherweight belt. All right, so Madison, we had some technical difficulties the last day and a half on this, but I appreciate you persevering and coming back on so we can talk about your win at Queen of the South, as they can see that nice, beautiful crown on the top of your head. So let's talk about it. So that was your first time at that tournament, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. So tell me what your perception of it was going in. I'm sure you had a lot of the girls talking to you about it. To me, it's one of my favorite tournaments and most well-run tournaments. But what was your perception of it as a first year going in?
I had actually been messaging Camila about the tournament, like asking her how it's about. And when I got there, I was like, wow, it was set up really well. Enterprise is like such a big school. I thought that the pool play was really cool because even if you lost both your matches the first day, you still got to wrestle the next day. And I think it was huge for girls because it was really hyped up and it was just all about us, and we got it done in a flowy manner, and it was all just really well.
Well run. Yeah, I like what you're saying too. Like it's all about the girls, right? I think and not I don't think anybody does it intentionally, but as it's growing, we're trying to figure out ways to get these girls competition and ample competition. And at times I feel like they can get tacked on at the end of boys tournaments, and that can feel unintentionally, but it can feel like you're getting pushed off to the side. So I love that there's that tournament where you guys are front and center. And then again, like you're saying, that pool play. So some girls that might not be getting, a lot of tournaments in, they can get that one tournament where they get like 6, 7, 8 matches. I had a lot of girls that I
Yeah.
coached that they were in that eight match range. So speaking of matches, talk us through your journey through pool play and day two.
So the first day, I was just focusing on wrestling one match at a time, and as well as the second day, I would just focus on, and I was watching girls in my division too to see how they wrestle and what I can do on them. And I would just focus on wrestling one match at a time, not getting ahead of myself, and working a lot on my mindset. And it was more like, I want to win this. I can win this. Not that I need to. And it was like, I can do this.
Right. Well, I know you have Coach Bird over there in your corner, and then you have Coach Blackwell over there at Well Trained, and I knew they have you well prepared both, technically wise. Coach Bird, he's got a lot of tricks and knows how to get people in that, space to get ready to go compete. What's something specifically he said to you?
He has helped me a lot. He wrote me this letter last year at the end of the school year, and he wrote it for everyone, but he specifically individualized it. And he told me a lot that I just need to work on my drilling, work on my mindset. I need to be more confident in myself. And I think that's helped me a lot throughout the season this year versus last year. And I think I've grown a lot over the summer as
You
well.
I've seen it is from what I've seen, you've definitely grown a lot from the last regions. I think the last time I got to see you wrestle to where you're at this year. You've made leaps and bounds.
Yep.
But talk to me about your day two. Talk to me about the tournament play.
So on day two, I knew that I was already starting in the quarterfinals, supposedly. And that was the first match of the day, so I had to come out right off the gate. Um and I was doing a lot of box breathing before each of my matches. Where she just breathe in for a little bit and then you take a deep breath afterwards. And it takes you away from that. Going to my semifinals, I knew it was gonna be a tough match. And first period was kinda back and forth. I managed to get a reversal on her. And then the second period, I like bars a lot, so I just focused on doing one thing that I was well at. And then for my finals, I think I would just I don't really know what I did. I just knew in the back of my head that I can do this and I was gonna be okay.
Right.
And
And you were
I think
okay.
the walkout helped me a lot actually with like confidence and like everyone is there to watch me. This is about me.
Yeah, and so for those that don't know, Enterprise does the finals big for Queen of the South, right? They get the smoke, they get the blacked out entrance with the lights, and they get a song that they get to walk out to on the auditorium stage that they have there, which is great setup. So, Queen Madison, what was your walkout song?
Hotel California by Eagles.
That is such a great song. That is an awesome one to kick off. Especially with the smoke and the dark. I feel like that's one of those perfect songs to just walk out to. Did you start it from the very beginning, or was it like at one of the bridges?
The very beginning, I really liked the guitar at the beginning and I liked the guitar solo at the end too. It
That's
like
that,
really like hyped me up.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty cold entrance. I like that. So talk to us about what it felt like to be up on the stage in front of your teammates, you get to perform, and then getting to win and sit in that in the throne with your crown.
Honestly, it felt like any other tournament and I liked the quietness of it. It really allowed me to concentrate. And, when it was quiet, I could hear all my teammates, like, screaming for me, and that felt really good. And it wasn't just only my teammates, it was, like, everyone. And I also think that was pretty big too, like, not just during my finals match, but during other people's finals matches. Like, there's girls screaming for everyone, and you wouldn't even, like they don't even know them. And it's just, like I think that's another thing about girls wrestling, like, everyone's really supportive, all the girls. Being on that throne, it felt, like, really good. And I also like that um it was the award was presented by the lady in the army that, like, felt made me feel important.
Yeah. Well, that's the point of it, man. That's what that tournament was designed for. I forget the tournament director's name, but that's something that he always reiterates every year that it's there to make you guys feel important. Not just, you the one that wins it and gets the crown, but giving multiple uh wrestlers their chance at a first win, or at least, a first getting 4, 5, 6 matches in a day. So I love what they do. I hate that I missed it this year. Because like I said, they always do a great job. And coaches, they have a amazing hospitality room. So if you're thinking about taking a team up there, I highly suggest you do it. They treat the girls right, they treat the coaches right, and it's one of the most well-run tournaments. Period. So I'd highly suggest getting up there. So Queen Carol, do you have any shout outs or messages to the North Florida community before we send you off?
Um, I got nominated for Pensacola News Journal Athlete of the Week, so if you can go vote for me, that would be amazing. You can vote as many times as you want, and also my friend, Layden Colazzo, he also got nominated as well for the boys Pensacola News Journal, so you should go vote him too. He won the Brian Blackwell Invitational this weekend.
Nice. Shouting out your boys. I love it. I'm sorry. I actually have one more I want to you to close it out too. So for any girl wrestler that's starting, what advice would you give to them? Someone who has accomplished something very big this weekend.
Honestly, it's it's gonna be hard, but it's all gonna be worth it, all that extra stuff that you do. Um, you just gotta believe in yourself from the beginning and also just push through and persevere because eventually all of that hard work will become easy and it'll be worth it.
Sweet. I appreciate it. I'm sure some girl needs to hear that. Like I said, it's a tough sport, but I'm glad to see so many people sticking out and us giving them opportunities.
And have fun. I think you need to have fun too. A lot of people take it like really seriously.
Yeah, I can fall into that trap sometimes because I'm very, very competitive. I'm actually getting much better with my own kids about just relaxing and stepping off. And I think too, I know we're kind of tanging off of this, but I think that's a huge part of it. Is that, being able to step back. Once I stepped back, they started enjoying it a little bit more. I started enjoying it a little bit more. Like I'm about to just go out into the garage and work with my young son for 30 minutes and that's it. And be like, all right, go do your thing. So that's a huge part. Whether it's the parents, coaches, or wrestlers, we really need to not forget about making it fun, enjoying going out there and competing, and not just like you said earlier, like, you knew you could do this, but it's not like you needed it. You just really would like to win. So that's a
Yeah.
good point bringing that up. Are you guys going to be at uh Beast of the Beach?
No, well, the boys are, but the
Oh,
girls are gonna be at Knockout Christmas.
oh, yeah, that's a good tournament. Well, yeah, they'll set you right up there, man. All right, well, good luck. I will be watching on track wrestling, flow wrestling, whatever they call it nowadays, seeing how y'all progress to that tournament. Hopefully you can get on the podium up there and bring back bring back some hardware to the North Florida from the knockout. It's a fantastic tournament. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.